Let's talk about micrometers. Most micrometers come in a set, kind of like this. This is a 0 to 3 inch set. Comes with standards over here. That's 1 inch, 2 inch. So you can check all three of these with both of those. The adjustment wrench to adjust the barrel. How to calibrate it, I'll show you all that. So here we go, up close and personal. First of all, this is a 6 inch. They're all the same. This is 1 inch, 0 to 1 inch. This is 0 to 6 inch. The tops are the same. It's exactly identical. I mean, this differently marked. Because it's a 1 inch, it's got all the fractions and stuff on there for you. Fraction conversions. But the 2 inch is exactly the same. So, since it's easier to hold, I'm going to show you on the 2 inch instead of the 6 inch. So each number there that you see, the 1, 2, 3, 4, here, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I turn it in, it's getting smaller. Now I'm at the 3. Those are hundredths of an inch. So that there is 0.1. Now each revolution of this thimble is 0.025 of an inch. So that there is 0.05. Because you see there's the 3 lines in the middle there. Boom, boom, boom. So that's 25, 50, and 75 for quick reference. So you don't have to count bring it into 0 and count the revolutions out. There's your 0. That should be exactly 1 inch on the standard. Each one of the numbers on the barrel is 1. So that's 0.001, 0.002, 3, 4, 5, all the way on up. 0.01, 0.02, and then back to 0.025. And then just keeps going up as you go up by 25 thousandths of an inch. There's 100 thousandths of an inch, 0.1, right there. Boom. There you go. See, that's easy. No problem. Easy peasy. Now let's get more accurate. I'm going to pull out this here standard, and we'll show some calibration too. Get this where I can barely feel it. There we go. That's good. Where are we at? Oh, I'm just under an inch there. It's not quite aligned. So to get more accurate, you turn it this way. Each one of this is called a vernier. Is what they call this kind of thing. And whichever line is most lined up best, the best lined up most, bestest English we can use. Looks to me like 8, maybe 9. I guess it could be 9. That's pretty good lined up. So this micrometer is set 1/10,000th of an inch small. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being 1/10,000th of an inch off right now in this video. So there you go. There's how you read a micrometer all the way down to 10,000ths of an inch. Now, if we wanted to calibrate that, see that hole right there? You just take this wrench here, and it's kind of rough to do. It's not the easiest thing in the world. But you take this wrench, put it in that hole right there, and you just kind of squeeze it. You just turn it. You turn that hole, this whole barrel here, this barrel here, with all these numbers and lines on it for the tenths will turn. That spins on a shaft in there, and that'll actually spin and be perfectly right to what you need it to be for your feel. This is a ratchet thimble. So now let's talk about that. Different types, different thimble types. This is a ratchet thimble. You can hear it ratchet. And that's supposed to make your feel more precise. Because when I turn this, I can make this as tight as I want. As tight as I want to make that. I can make that read within a few tenths, whatever I want, right? So to get more precise on it, To get a real accurate measurement, you use your thimble. I don't care for ratchet thimbles myself, but they have their purpose. They work. This is one of the first sets I ever bought. So, there's ratchet thimble starets. This is an Edelon brand out of Switzerland. Used to be one of the best brands you can get. They've went down in my opinion in recent years. This is a friction thimble. It means this whole thimble here spins with a certain amount of friction. It's supposed to be more accurate than the ratchet thimble, but it reads almost the same way. The only difference from an Edelon to like a starret is right here. On this barrel here, you see it's got the half line there. It only has marked up to 5/10 thousandths of an inch, because it has a half mark there. So if you're past that half mark, let's say you're there, past the 5/10 half mark, and it's lined up on the 3, that's 8/10 thousandths of an inch, right? Because you're adding that 5/10 in there. That's the only difference between an Edelon set and a starret set, or lots of other ones. They have a 5/10, which I did like back in the day. All these are also carbide tipped, less wear and tear on them for sure. But yeah, friction thimble is better for accuracy. This is what I'm talking about when I say Edelon went down in recent years. This is a newer one. You can see the half marks are not shorter now. They're the same size as all the other lines on that barrel, which makes this twice as hard to read. It all fell apart, but did have an Edelon and everything on it, which is another indication that their quality has went down. Okay, let's talk about some specialty mics. Here, I believe these are called Bell mics. They have a big flat surface on them. Bell mics. These are blade mics. Those are carbide little blades there to get in tight surfaces. Again, it reads exactly the same as all the other ones. This is even marked in tenths. Some are not marked in 10 thousandths of an inch. I have some older micrometers that are not marked in 10 thousandths of an inch. On this here, this is an old Brown and Sharp 0 to 1 inch micrometer. And you can see it does not have any of the 10th veneer on there, but it still reads the same, 25 thousandths per revolution. These are blade point mics. Different specialty applications. And there are more than I have here. I'm only showing what I have. These are my absolute most accurate 50 millionths of an inch. You see that? Which is really 5/100 thousandths of an inch is each one of them little lines. Still reads and sets the same way. You set your size on this though, because see it has the indicator in it. We'll go over using indicators in the next video. But this is a micrometer with an indicator built in. You can see it's got this button here. Push the button, it makes the needle move. I'll get it here so you can see the needle. There you go. You set your 0. Once you use this knob here, you can set your 0 so it's perfect. These used to move in and out so you could set your under and over limit, but they kind of crapped out on me a while ago. I dropped a little tiny punch and put that dent in it right there. A little tiny 1/4 inch diameter punch. Yep. Anyway, so that's an Edelon indicator mic, 50,000 or 50 millionths increment. And that's all I have for today, folks. Go measure something.